Okay, so first things first, these are the couple things that you're gonna need. You're gonna need your fishing pole, of course. You're gonna need a line for that pole, which I currently do not have any line on right now. I will show you how to do that. You're gonna need a fishing hook and some sort of bait. I'll be using this plastic worm. Okay, so the first thing you need to do when relining your pole is make sure you have your pole with you, of course, and then you're gonna need to make sure you have some line with you. And in this video, I will not be using the line off of this spool, mainly because it's brand new and I don't want to open it. So instead, I'll be taking the line off of this reel and be putting it onto my pole. And this is done the exact same way as taking it off of the spool. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to grab your line from the other pole and you're going to flip your bail up so you can tie it around the bell of the pole, of the reel. And you're gonna double knot this. It's not any complicated ties. Okay, so once you have it double knotted around the bell, you're gonna flip your bail down on top of the line. And you're gonna go to your other reel and you're gonna flip this up, and that's gonna release the line. So once you flip this bail up on this reel, you're gonna reel from this pole while holding the line with your index finger here. And you're going to reel the line from the other pole. Okay, so now that I've got the poles in a better position, I can reel all of the line off of this reel onto this one. And you're gonna wanna hold the line fairly tight so it's not loose when it's on the bell. And this is done by simply just reeling in. And you can start to see as the line starts to build up on the bell. And I'm gonna reel all of the line off the other pole. Okay, so now that you've got all your line on your reel, you want to flip your bail up that releases the line, and you want to pull some slack out so you can feed it through the eyes of your pole. Okay, so now that we got our line fed through all of our eyes on our pole, we're going to get to tying the hook onto the line. And now, since this is so small and there's no possible way for you to see what I'm doing, I'm going to use masking tape as the eye of the fish hook and use weed eater wire as the line on the pole. So we're going to feed it through like this, just like you would on a fishing hook. So we're still pretending that this is the eye on the fish hook and that this is still the fishing line. So what you want to do when you're tying the hook onto your line is you're going to take the line and you're going to put it through the eye of the hook, and you're going to pull it quite a ways, and then you're going to put it right back through the eye, but you're not going to pull it all the way through. So what you're going to be left with is a loop on this side, and you're going to hold the end of your line with your other line. And I'm going to grab some slack here. You're going to need a lot of slack. So you're going to take the line like this, and you're going to bring it up, and you're going to double knot this. Not twice, but once. Tie it like you're tying a shoe. And you're going to pull that tight. Okay, so once you've got it tied once down around the hook, you're going to take your loop that you have over here and you're going to put it over the hook. And you're going to take the end of your line and pull it down. And now this looks super ugly because it's weed eater wire around masking tape. But once you do it with fishing line and a fishing hook, it's going to look nice and pretty, and this is going to be really sturdy, and that's not going to break. Okay, so now that we've got our hook tied onto our line, we can get to baiting our hook. So what I've got here is a plastic worm, and I'm going to put it on so where the head is up here by the line, and the hook is sticking through his body. So it looks like he's swimming through the water when you're reeling him in. So what you want to do, sorry, moth interrupted my video, but as I was saying, you're going to take the head of the worm, you want to stick the hook fairly close to the top, but not too far to the top where it's going to like break out, and you're going to feed them all the way to the top of the hook. And how the hook's made, he sits like this, and now you're going to take your thumb and put it where the bottom of the hook is, and you're going to hold your thumb there, and you're going to take the hook and stick it right through the body of the worm, right at the top of your thumb. So that's going to come out to look like this, where the hook is sticking out of his body. So when a fish bites down on him, he's going to get hooked. Alright, so now we got our pole all ready to go. The only thing left to do is cast that bad boy on out there. And to do that, you want to grab the line with your index finger right here and hold it right there. You're going to flip your bail out, and whenever you go to cast, you just let go of the line and he's going to fly on out there. And whenever you want to reel in, close that bail, and whenever that big one gets on the hook, you want to reel him on in.